Hi and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to assemble a budget toolkit. Now this one is a more sort of mechanical based task, repairing bikes, that kind of thing. And I will do another video which will cover making a toolkit for sort of home DIY tasks. The whole thing of this came about because back at Christmas my son has a friend who's into radio control cars and so on, and he wanted to get him a sort of useful Christmas present. Didn't have a lot to spend, he's got £10, and we had a look through the various places, DIY sheds, the Argos book, and apart from the prices, you realise that a lot of the toolkits, because they list everything as an individual item, are maybe not quite as good as they appear. So this particular one here, for instance, the Tubby Stubby toolkit's a 40-piece one, and half of that is actually 20 screwdriver bits. Now, I'll be honest, the average person doesn't really need 20 screwdriver bits. A set of screwdrivers can sometimes be more practical. And then we have the bigger sets here going up in price, which have a pair of scissors, more screwdriver bits, Allen keys, more sockets, individual screwdrivers. So anyway, there's you get quite a lot of items, but maybe they're not such good value when you compare it to what you could buy individually. So that's the route we took. We looked at this and figured that we could do something better and keep it £10. Bearing in mind that this set here, which is the cheapest one, is actually 15. So we decided to get rid of the Argos book and head towards the pound shops. To start with, we need a box, or a toolbox. We're working on a £10 budget. So this was £1. This one was from Wilko's. The one in my caravan is the one out of Poundland, and they're really much the same. The Poundland one has a clear box or panel on the top where you can keep things like screws and so on. Not that much room, but bear in mind this isn't a complete tool kit. So there's our toolbox. So that's £1. Now most of these items, in fact nearly all of them, came out of pound stores, and of course in the UK we have Poundland and we also have Pound World and numerous other little independent shops which also sell at £1. And in fact it's getting more confusing now because they've decided to all go multi-price. So to start with, the hammer. Now this is a practical thing, and of course all the things in Poundland are now endorsed by Tommy Walsh. A £1 claw hammer, you can't argue with that. It's a smaller one obviously, and as it is recommended on the back there for lightweight and refined work, I'd say that's good safety advice, because if you whack anything too hard with this, the head's probably going to fly off this handle. So there's a hammer. Now bear in mind this one's for more mechanical tasks. The next thing we wanted was a little socket set. This has got 6 sockets on there. You can see the sizes there, they're all quite popular ones. And obviously we haven't got the ratchet handle, but we have got this sort of soft grip handle, and that's going to be quite useful indeed. And this also can be useful for somebody working on bikes. So we got a hammer, we got sockets, now we got a pair of pliers, combination pliers. These are from Wilkinson. They're actually 5p less, 95p. And of course that's just a regular set of pliers, which also has an integral wire cutter. Very useful. Okay, the next one, unfortunately I've already taken out the package. This is from Pound World, and that's Allen keys. This particular person, these will actually be quite useful, and these are also useful if you do a lot of flat packs. Obviously you get these included, but you'll probably find that they'll chew up before you've finished, and like most flat pack furniture, it does benefit from retightening every few months or so. So handy to have one of these around. Get that out of the way. Okay, next is the trusty screwdrivers. As you can tell from the picture of Tommy Wilshire, this again is from Poundland. You've got a set of 5 there, and you just can't fault that. I mean, obviously the ends are not going to last very long, they're going to chew up. Ideal for those very odd jobs around a house. Well, I would say it's pretty obvious, but anyway. So you got some slotted and posi screwdrivers there. Nice soft grip handles I liked on those. But yeah, 5 for £1. Okay, our next one's a bit more unusual because it's not actually a tool, but it's in fact the famous WD-40. The pound shop ones are these very small cans, which is ideal because we've got a small toolbox. Now this stuff is great around the home or the car. You can use it for hundreds of things, you know, anything from a squeaky hinge, spraying on seized up nuts and screws. A very useful thing to include. The next one is a torch, or a headlamp torch. Of course your phone will probably have a torch on it, but that kills your phone battery quite quickly. So this is a more practical solution to a torch because it, like a miner's lamp in effect, it's got a little elasticated band and you put that over your head. Batteries are not included, as it reminds you there, just 3 of the AAA ones. And it's got 7 LEDs, so it's actually quite bright. I've put the batteries in here. There's a static and flash mode. So that's great. So you've got that on your head, projecting at everything that you're looking at, and enabling you to keep your hands free for holding the work and using the tools. And a little bit of terminal strip. There's various sizes, so just buy something according to your needs, but this is all low voltage stuff, so this size here is ideal. Now this isn't generally used for sort of long-term things, but it's very useful for repairs where you've got broken wire, where you need to join wires, you know, safely. You should actually use the screw terminals and then put some tape around it as well, just so that the screw heads aren't exposed. In Wilkinson's, I think this is around 80p a strip or something like that. We got some insulation tape. Obviously you can get that in different colours. I chose red just to emphasise the fact that most of the things that you use this for are sort of temporary, and therefore you want to sort of make it obvious. But yeah, any colour you like really. That was 30p. And then lastly we have a little electrical screwdriver, or radio screwdriver they call it. This was 30p. In Wilko's, and is ideal for using with said terminal strip. Now you could also get a tester screwdriver, so don't go plugging that one in. So there we have it, we've got our nice little collection of tools. One final item is a spanner set. Now again, as I say, this is it will depend on the use for the target person, if you like. But bear in mind this is working on small cars, RC ones. This could be very useful. So you've got open-ended spanners there. There was another set actually which had 5, but they were the smaller size ones and possibly less practical. So for £1, not bad at all. So there we have it. We're going to simply put all of those into that, and we've got a nice little toolkit there. And that will be a very practical set. For sort of £10 you can get something that's got less of the filler stuff and more of things that you actually want. Well, I hope you found that useful, and in the next video I'm going to show you how to effectively do the same thing but with tools more suited to household DIY tasks. So we're going to create another £10 toolkit that'll help you around the home. Ideal for somebody that's just moved into their first place perhaps, found themselves living alone, that kind of thing. So in the meantime, please subscribe and check back soon. Thanks for watching.